Hi guys, it's Lily the Vegan Organizer, and I'm back again with another Hobonichi video. So last time I said I'd talk about what I'm doing with my other Hobonichi. My second Hobonichi, the Cousin Spring, is my work planner. And this one, which was my first Hobonichi, so if you have seen my first Hobonichi unboxing, that was this one. This was originally supposed to be a home planner. So when I found out about Hobonichis in, I guess it was late December, I was just so intrigued by them that I really wanted to try one, but I had this set up at the time with my Flex and Moleskine, and so I thought, well, I won't use it for my work planner. What can I do with it? What can I do with it? And after watching some videos, I was like, yes, I can have a home planner. We'll put everything in it that relates to the flat, and my partner James and I and our dogs, and that will be awesome. And that will be an excuse to have a Hobonichi. So when it came, that was the original plan, and so we put all of this stuff into it. So this was like things like shopping list, book tickets to Brighton, which we did, although we never ended up going, register on the Cavalier Forum, stuff like that. Like, yeah, do all of these various like home related things, and then we also put in a schedule of when I was going to be in the university, stuff that we were going to make for dinner, all kinds of other things like that. And that was working really well, because it was nice. We'd never had a home planner before, so it was really convenient having all of these things marked out, and it was quite nice not having them in my work planner, because beforehand I'd always just had one planner that I used for everything, and it was a bit sort of haphazard. So it was really convenient separating out everything that was just for home, and not having to put that in my work planner. And you know, so things like flea medicine, like for our dogs and stuff like that. So that was really good. And then I was kind of thinking about decorating it, you know, because you see all of these videos about people doing like amazing things decorating their planners, and I was like, I should be decorating this. So first I just put on a couple of My Little Pony stickers, and then it just seemed like that wasn't really satisfying enough. And so then I started experimenting with colouring in the time. So like I thought, if I just colour in each slot where the hours go, that will sort of like give it a bit of decoration, and it won't interfere too much with the ability to plan. And then I coloured in the days of the week. And I did that for a couple of weeks. And then I thought, oh, maybe I could get a bit more elaborate and do this. And I quite liked sort of like the rainbow effect, and it was really fun and satisfying colouring in the Hobonichi because of the Tomoe river paper. It's really nice for colouring. So I did that, decorated a few more weeks, and I was like kind of trying out various things like this and this. You know, kind of trying not to put in things that would make it too difficult to see the times of day, which is what happened when I did this, and not take up too much space, so that, you know, it interfered with your room to write. And that was like fine for the weeklies. The problem with the planner though was that I think that an A5 Hobonichi is actually too much. Like, we don't really need that much room for planning home stuff, because we're basically just writing in like when I'm out, because James works from home, so he's in most of the time. Flea medicine, you know, like going to synagogue, when recycling night is, like stuff like that. So it's not like a huge amount of planning, and we certainly didn't need the dailies for that. So I was like, what am I going to do with the dailies? So then I started using the dailies for like kind of a vision book, which was nice, and then like just sort of like random notes, so like languages that I'd like to learn. And James read some Yiddish poems in synagogue once, so I like wrote the transliteration of the poems in here, so that he could have them to take with him. So that was okay, although it was just kind of like, it felt a bit random. It felt like it wasn't really doing justice to the glory of the Hobonichi. And then there was still the issue of the monthly spread. So I started using the monthly spread just to note down things like, yeah, like important events, like when we were going to be away or things like that. And then there was still the issue of the vertical months. So we had this idea of using it for a medicine tracker for our dog because he has a heart condition, and like kind of, you know, to see how well he was doing each day and like what medicine he took. But that never really got off the ground. Like we kind of remembered to do it twice and it didn't really seem very useful, and then we just forgot to do it. So I was kind of feeling like this wonderful, amazing resource is like sort of being underused. And then at the same time I was really like enjoying colouring in it, so I started colouring in like kind of big chunks of the monthly spread like this, because I wasn't using that much. And then I started colouring as much as I could. I don't have anything to show you of that because it's all been completely coloured in now, but I started to like kind of begrudge the bit of writing that was there. And so with one of the monthly spreads, I just erased the writing that was there. Thank you, Friction Pen. You're always such a helpful hero. And then I got this. I was like, that looks really nice. I like that. So then I decided this writing is really in the way, and I think I'm just going to use this for colouring in. So I ended up with this for the first of the vertical monthly spreads, which I hadn't been able to figure out what to do with. And I really like that because like the design of the Hobonichi kind of gives you a set guide for patterns. So you have like this space at the bottom, and there's some straight lines that, you know, can kind of use for dividing sections, and then like this sort of vertical thing ended up with this nice pattern. And I like rainbows, so I just like started doing that. And then I did this one, and then when you go onto the monthly spreads you get a different pattern, so like I did that. And then a couple of rainbetical ones in like slightly different colours, and then this one with the like little boxes for the patterns, and then this and this, and then the rest of these are blank. And so once I'd done that, and I was like, I think I'm just going to convert this into a colouring Hobonichi and do something else for a home planner, because I really enjoyed that, and it was just nice having like, you know, kind of like carpet pages in a little bit illuminated manuscripts, just like having the whole thing be filled with colour. And it's really nice to look through afterwards. I know it's not like high art or anything because I'm just colouring in, but I just find it really kind of therapeutic. It's like I enjoy colouring, and it's nice not to have the pressure of trying to think of things to draw, because I can just you know, sort of use the patterns that are already built in as kind of guidelines. So so I started erasing all of these daily pages and using them as well, because they give you different patterns. So I've got these, and I haven't done it yet with the dailies, but I'm going to erase all the writing from the dailies. Like, again, thank goodness for using Fiction Pens, because I can erase everything from here and just have the colours. And so I'll just like kind of make some different patterns, like maybe, I don't know, alternating like red and orange here, orange and yellow, yellow and green, light green, dark green, blue, blue, purple, like purple indigo or something like that. I'm using these pens, Faber-Castell set of 12, which is just like kind of the smallest set. These were a present that I got a few years ago, and I never really used them very much, but now they're proving extremely useful, and they're great for this because they're like quite chunky, so you can colour in a good amount if you want to, but they have a sort of a fine point, so if you wanted to, you could just colour in one box. And I'm thinking that as I go on, I'm not really doing anything that challenging at the moment, but I might start trying to make some patterns with using the little boxes, you know, to make a sort of mosaic or something. But I don't know, because the main thing is just to enjoy it and like not really worry about, you know, like making elaborate drawings. Yeah, so this is one that I'm in the middle of, so I'm just like kind of experimenting with different colours, and I really, really like this, so I just want all of the writing to be out of this. I thought after I make the video I'll just erase all of the writing, and then this will be like a blank canvas, and I'll just use it for colouring, which means that we had no more home planner. So we tried using my my Moleskine, which had been removed from its original position as my work planner, and was now languishing without a job. So we thought, well, we'll use that for the home planner, and I tried like putting all of my information into that and using that, but that somehow never really took off. So yes, you guessed it, what did I do? I ended up ordering an A6 Hobonichi. I'm currently waiting for that to come. That's supposed to arrive on Monday, so I'll do yet another unboxing of that. Because of my terrible Hobonichi addiction, I just keep ordering Hobonichis, and I really have to stop because I'm spending all my money on them. So hopefully the A6 will be good for a home planner because it's smaller and it doesn't have the weekly pages, so I think that that will be the right size for us, since we don't have like tons and tons to put in a home planner. Because James has an elaborate system of filofaxes, which we'll do a video on sometime as well. Yeah, so that's how I've ended up using my first Hobonichi Cousin, just as a colouring book basically, but I really enjoy it. So thanks for watching, and I will be back soon.